Hello, everybody. How are you? Hope you're having a good day. So I'm just sitting here drinking my coffee, and I saw that Chantal went live last night. Good news, everybody. She wasn't on long. Was it exciting? No. It was another sleeper stream. It seems like the sleeper streams are getting worse. And why is that? Because Foodie is coming on camera intoxicated. She's been under the influence. And anybody who's been watching Chantal for a long time knows that either she's going to be intoxicated and she's going to be entertaining, or she's going to be too intoxicated and it's going to slow her down and she's going to be rather boring. Well, she was kind of on the boring side, I'm not going to lie. So there's going to be a lot of fast forwarding and skipping around through her live stream, but I did want to go over it. Also, there is some stuff on Twitter that I'd like to show you guys, and also some stuff about her channel. So how about we just jump into it, shall we? Y'all know what time it is. It's time for the Twitter peeps. I also want to say happy Halloween to those of you that are celebrating Halloween tonight. Also, guys, if you're going to go out tonight, I know there are people that go out for Halloween parties. Be careful tonight. There's going to be a lot of intoxicated people out on the road. Trying not to stay out too late, or if you have to drive somewhere, just be really careful. And if you get intoxicated, please take a taxi. There's going to be a lot of police checkpoints. It just might be a little bit dangerous. I just want y'all to be safe. So, also one more thing before I forget. I've been noticing that my audio on my videos has not been the best, and I couldn't figure out why. I'm like, I've got my Blue Yeti plugged in. What's the problem? The audio is coming from my webcam, which is directly in front of me. And for some reason, StreamYard kept defaulting to that. So I fixed it, and I hope it's better now. And I hope it's better for you guys. So apologies about that. But let's get into the Twitter peeps, shall we? Because there is stuff to go over. All right. So for those of you that are on Twitter that you would like to follow me on Twitter, there's my handle, Wild Girl Sarah. And for those of you not on Twitter, that's why I do the peeps. So you guys can keep up with all the stuff going on without actually having to be there. So we're starting out with this interesting post courtesy of Hectic Llama. Hectic Llama says, if you go on Kijiji, there are a ton of kittens listed for $20 to $30. It's a rehoming fee by people who have accidental litters. The shelters charge $200 and up and also do background checks, which she probably wouldn't pass given her history. Right. Well, when Chantal said that she paid $20, $25 for the kitten, I knew that she did not get it through a shelter. She told on herself, because no shelter is going to, sell a kitten essentially for 25 bucks. Most of the kittens that they offer are going to be like, what, 80, 85 and up, because the kittens come microchipped, fixed, vaccinated, all that stuff. So, of course, they're not going to offer a kitten for 25 bucks. So she said 25 bucks. I'm like, where'd you get it, Foodie? Did you get it off the Facebook Marketplace? Did you get it off of Craigslist? Kijiji is, I guess, a service available in Canada. So it makes sense that she got it off Kijiji. Although, interestingly enough, when Chantal did her live stream, she did not show the kitten. She claimed that the kitten was really scared, which I can easily see that happening. You're bringing a young animal into an unfamiliar environment. They're going to be terrified. And the kitten was hiding. Yet she's in a nearly empty house and you don't know where the kitten is. Chantal, if it were me in the house, I would be looking behind appliances, because cats like to feel secure. They like to feel safe. They're going to be maybe hiding in a cabinet, like a bottom cabinet, or behind a stove or something like that. I mean, I would be wondering, is this animal okay? Is it all right? I'd be checking up on it, but she was so high, she didn't care. Tweety says, quote, and I got this huge duffel bag on Amazon for like 20 bucks. And it has a bottom half and a top half. It's like an overnight bag, because I will be going overnight one of these days, she says, a sneaky look in her eye. The beast has found a new broke beach. Oh, I don't think it's anybody new. I think it's somebody old. I think it's somebody that she's been obsessed with. And I will die on that hill. Chantal's been passing out all kinds of hints that she's talking to Natter, even more so than what she was in Kuwait or Syria. Now she's back in Canada. She wants to see him. The first dream that she did back, she kept looking over in the room like somebody was there. And she was way too doggone happy. So now that she's back in her apartment, her haul consisted of an overnight bag. Foodie, what do you need an overnight bag for? Where are you going? You just got back. You don't really have a car. So where are you staying overnight? Make it make sense. You also got Vagisil. Those of us that have been around since Crackhead Olympics remember why you use the Vagisil. You are making an effort to make yourself look a little better, with the wig, the nails, all that stuff. Portable bidet. Girl, everything points in the same direction. You're going to go spend time with somebody. Gee, I wonder who. Obvious is obvious, Foodie. You've given yourself away. Fondue Spiteful Beach says, Foodie Beauty, stop sending this loser spite money. Let her big worthless butt punch an 8-hour time clock at a local Cornwall gas station. Let her stand on her dead feet for 8 hours and work for once in her loser life. So here's the newest post from Foodie. She's saying, thanks to the haters leaving a buck donation with hate messages. It adds up. Please do more. So about that, I would like to show you guys something, if I may. So Chantal's got a fundraiser up for $3,500, and she claims that she needs that for the scooter and also for her rent. Do I think that it's a good idea for the Beezers to give her money? No, because that is not a sustainable plan. You support her this month, and then next month she'll do another scam, and then another, and another, and another. If her plan of sustainability depends on other people, that's not a good plan. But I want to show you guys her fundraiser and how much that she's raised so far. That's it. $138 out of $3,500. That's all. And 100 of that came from one person. And then the rest came from other people giving smaller donations. And it's only going to get worse because, as we all know, the holiday season is coming up. So the closer it comes to the time of the holidays, the less money people are going to have to give. And like I mentioned yesterday, right now there's a lot of food insecurity, a lot of people that are wondering how are we going to feed our families. So if they don't have it for themselves, how can they give it to her? Chantal's not paying attention to what's going on in the world, and she's continuing to, put her hand out when really what she should be doing is getting to work and actually doing some quality content. But as of late, so far, that's not happened. She just got back and she really doesn't want to work. She wants other people to work for her and send her money. And rather than work on YouTube and work on that YouTube paycheck, she wants that quick, fast, easy money from PayPal. Chantal, I don't think you're going to get it. Speaking of that, one more thing I'd like to show you, please. I just want to show this to you and add this into the Twitter peeps. Give you guys a side-by-side comparison of how her channel is doing. All right. Oh, did she delete? Okay. Did she delete her video? Hold on. Did she delete that video? It was just there. No, she dirty deleted. No, maybe she didn't. Maybe it's alive. Sorry, that was my mistake. Sorry. Okay, we got it. I just got confused. Sorry. Okay, so y'all look. Here is the high stream that she did when she initially got back. Look at the views on this video, 25K. Her normal views are like 8K, 5K, 5K, 6K, 6K, 7K. But 25K, she hasn't hit that number in quite a while. The stream that I'm about to react to, 9.3. So her numbers are dropping. And if she keeps this up, if she continues to come on stream high, really not doing much, not saying much, her views are going to drop even further. It'll take less than a week for her to go down to, say, I would say 5 or 6K. Chantal, you put yourself in a corner of your own design. Before you came back to Canada, you made a lot of promises to people about what you were going to do, saying, we're going to go here, we're going to go there, we're going to go get the scooter, I'm going to show you around, we're going to do this, we're going to do that. You made all kinds of promises to people. And the longer you sit on your butt, the more money you're going to lose. I would think that if you are seeing a certain somebody, since he is very motivated by money, the more money you make, the more you can be able to see him. But if you sit on your butt and you're not doing anything and you don't have as much money, he's not going to want to see you. He's a very money motivated person. So I just wanted to drop that in and show you, like, the interest is already starting to wane a bit. It just, she's not coming on camera. She's not dropping any tea. She's not being spicy. People are getting bored already. Like this whole situation, Chantal, of you getting on camera high as balls, you're not just under the influence, you are too much under the influence. When you do too much, like you are just like, you know, you talk slower, you're basically slurring your words. It doesn't make for an entertaining stream. It really, really doesn't. Okay, let's move on to Hectic Llama, saying, if I don't get donations for the scooter, I'll just have to buy it myself. Beach, why is that not the first option? Well, because she doesn't want to spend her personal money on things like that. She wants other people to buy it for her so that she has more money for edibles and whatever else she might be doing. But let's watch the clip.
Green is kicking in. I'm not grifting, okay? Okay, I'm grifting because, like, yeah. That's why, yeah.
You shouldn't be grifting at all. And I'm going to ask the same question that I asked yesterday. I want to keep asking it until there are some answers. Where the heck is your money? Where'd it go? If you're getting at least $3,000 a month from YouTube and you were in Syria for 3 months, 3 times 3 is 9. You got $9,000 just from YouTube. That is not counting your PayPal donations that your Beezers have been sending you. That doesn't even count the little fundraisers that you did for stuff for your house and to move back to Canada. Where's that money? Where did it all go? You weren't paying rent in Syria. You really weren't paying bills in Syria. You claimed that the food in Syria was cheap. So if it was cheap, where did your money go? Where? I'd like to know. I mean, if you're over there asking for other people's money, explain where your money went first. But you're not going to. And your Beezers are not going to call you out for it. They're afraid of making you mad and getting blocked. And then once they get blocked, where are they going to go? They're afraid. There's a sense of fear over there of asking questions and maybe getting some answers. But if they want to give their money, it's their money to give, you know, they have the right to do so. But it's just amazing that you went through 10K somehow, some way, it went somewhere. And I predict it's going to get worse. She's in Canada. Clearly, she's blowing her money on stuff that she doesn't need. Nails, wigs, overnight bags, little decor stuff. She don't need that stuff. Anybody who's over there grifting money from people, saying, I need money, you buy essentials only. Essential food, maybe a few pieces of essential furniture, and that's it. That's all you need. And you save the rest and you keep it in your pocket for a rainy day, but not Chantal. She feels entitled to other people's money, and she's going to keep asking until they literally run out. Debbie's World says, what happened to the income she earned in the last 90 days from YouTube Super Chats, PayPal, and all the money that was donated by the Beezers? Estimate is about 13 grand. So where is the 13 grand she earned overall begging and income over the last 90 days? So that's what I'm wondering. Where did that money go? Hectic Llama says, in case anyone's forgotten what her hair actually looks like without the fibers. Well, I don't know if her bald patches have actually gotten more expansive now, but this was back during Crackhead Olympics. But this is like an older picture of Chantal back in the Crackhead Olympics days. Here's my tweet saying, she got an overnight bag, Vagisil, wig, portable bidet. She's singing songs again. Sounds like she's planning on seeing Nads again. Foodie Beauty, obvious is obvious. Yeah, it's obvious to me what she's up to, what her priorities are. And as I remember correctly, during Crackhead Olympics, she got so wrapped around Nader, she did not want to work. All she could think about was him, seeing him, talking to him, literally waiting by the phone for him to call or to get his permission so she can go see him. She would cut off live streams just to talk to him. Or if he went live, she would cut off her live stream just to go watch. The obsession has started all over again. Florida Salt and Sass says, so Pete was so sick he had to get out to possibly vomit on the way to her apartment to help with moving stuff. And at no point did she insist he go home and rest. Instead, she took him to a burger joint after having him put together her furniture, which did make him vomit. Great friend. I don't know what made Pete sick. That just seems odd that he got sick. Was it because of the exertion? Was it the food? I don't know. Ron says, she just got a kitten and is talking about going on an overnight trip already. You know, Foodie, I know that you're rage baiting the community. You know how sensitive we are about animals. But I think what's going on with the community is that we are getting rage bait fatigue. We're tired of being angry about the same things over and over. You're looking for some big reaction from us, and you're not going to get as much as you want. You want people to get angry. You want the reactors to blow up. You want all that negative energy. You think that that's going to translate into lots and lots of views. But people are tired. They're tired of being mad over the same things over and over. They're tired of the stress. You just don't get that. I wish all the best for that little kitten. I really do. I don't even know if you have it. I think it's weird that you got a kitten and you're not showing it on camera and you're making all kinds of excuses, but I guess we'll find out, won't we? Milker says she rescued the kitten from a bad situation, but said yesterday she paid for the kitten. So what? Did the listing say currently in a blank home? Doubt it. And she's trying to make herself a hero. In every story, a narc is the hero or the victim, so she's trying to be the hero. Look, I saved an innocent life. Did you, though? You brought a kitten into the house, and you're already planning on going to see somebody and leave the kitten all alone when it just got there. So are you the hero? I think not. Mrs. Robinson says mini garbage haul with Big Baldy. She got her priorities straight. She got the Vagisil, an overnight bag. Let the sharmooting begin. So let's look at her haul.
This? Happy Halloween. I wanted to put it back here or something. I need to get pins. Do you like my Halloween wreath? Cute. Minoxidil. I heard about that, yeah.
Chantal, this is boring content. I hate this content. This is cheap, lazy content. I always hated these parts of your lives or your videos. You're basically doing show and tell and treating that as content. It's not. Look at all the stuff that I got, and the stuff that you got is just cheap. Who cares? Do some entertaining quality content. Keep the camera off and think about what you're doing before you turn the camera on. Show and tell is something that you do when you're young and you're in school in front of a class, not on YouTube.
I heard about minoxidil. Okay, we have this perfect pumpkin hand-poured soy blend. It smells so good. It smells like pumpkin cake. So, and it's non-toxic. And this. It's supposed to light, but for some reason it's not. Here it says special. Okay, and I got this huge duffel bag from Amazon for like $20. And it has a bottom half and a top half. It's like an overnight bag, and then you go overnight. One of these days.
Yeah, what do you need that big overnight bag for? What do you need it for?
I got it. This is an Amazon haul, by the way. Hey, Melly! I was thinking of you on the way home. I was like, oh my gosh, Melly tomorrow. Good luck, Melly. Please update us, okay? Sorry. I got these. Annie! Oh, poor cat.
Like all of this stuff that she's showing, she doesn't need. She's got big fupa balls, you know that? Sitting there grifting money from people left and right, then has the nerve to come online and show stuff that she bought with other people's money that clearly is not an essential. So listen to me, Beezers. She's okay. She's not starving. She's not homeless. She's over there ordering fast food, getting a wig, getting her nails done, going on shopping hauls with y'all's money. Buying party favors, buying edibles, coming on camera high, not just a little bit high, like all the way high, like too much high. She's doing too much already. She's going to chase her tolerance all the way up, which means more money is going to be spent on that stuff. Your money. She's not in survival mode. If she were in survival mode, money wouldn't be spent on any of these things. So you know what? If she's not in survival mode, she's fine. She doesn't need your money.
I'm gonna have to be really patient with her and calm. Oh no, these are like they had a good deal on CPAP wipes. You have to clean the mask, and I didn't have any of those. My aunt gave me a huge thing of like hair stuff. I got a little kit for like manicure sets. My nemesis. Oh yeah, maybe I'll change her name. I haven't decided on a name honestly. Just some gloves. A portable bidet. Let's see how long the nozzle is.
Yeah, and the portable bidet, you don't need that.
What should I name her? Audrey. I don't know. I like it.
And another thing, let's talk about the kitten for a minute. And this was something that I forgot to mention in my react yesterday. I know a lot of people like to think that Foodie is stupid. They think she's completely stupid. Here's my counterpoint to that. I think in some ways she's not smart. She knows how to make money, but she doesn't know what to do with the money once she gets it in her pocket. She's very irresponsible and very entitled. But it is possible to be a person and be talented in one thing and be not so talented in other things. Chantal's been doing the scammy, conny, like manipulating. Like she's had much practice and knowing how to manipulate people and lie to people and con people and get money out of people for many, 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 many years. And I see you, Foodie. Boy, do I see you. I really see you. You don't think I know what you're up to? So you just moved into that new place. And you're asking the Beezers to basically 100% support you, despite the fact that you've got more than enough money to support yourself. Or you could potentially make enough money to support yourself. If you applied yourself to YouTube, you could make enough money to pay all your own bills. You immediately got to work when you got back to Canada, setting up a fundraiser. And I think you made the amount big on purpose because maybe you were hoping to get maybe a fraction of that money. Maybe you were hoping if you ask for $3,500, you might get half of that and you would be happy with half of that. And that was the purpose of that. You don't need the money. You just want the money. But on top of that, you got a kitten. You got a kitten to use as a prop for your show. Because you know how much people love animals. And you were anticipating they're going to give big super chats and donations once they see the kitten. But you took it a step further. You're on your channel saying, what should I name her? You're asking for names from your Beezers. And that is purposeful too. You want your audience to get emotionally invested in that kitten. You want them to love her and be concerned for her because you saw all the concern that people had for Sam and BBJ. begging you to take them to the vet, begging you to feed them. I think you purposely kept the conditions of the villa bad on purpose to keep people watching you. But now you've got a kitten and you are bringing in your audience and bringing them in close so they get emotionally wrapped around and invested in that kitten, and they'll give money for the kitten's care. But there's another layer. You're in an apartment. If the kitten is there for real, then you want to be able to use the angle of, well, me living here is not just about me. It's about the cat. You want to use the kitten as a means to have a place to live. Where will we go? I need a place to live. The kitten needs a place to live. You're going to use a young, innocent life to keep the money flowing in. You're going to use the kitten as a selling point. Help me with my rent, Beezers. Because if I'm on the street, that means the kitten is on the street too. Yeah, I see you. I see you. So for those who might be thinking that Chantal is stupid, I will agree she is stupid a lot. But she is cunning and crafty in all the worst ways. She knows what she's doing when she manipulates people. She knows how to play on people's emotions and feelings and tug on the heartstrings to keep that money flowing in. She involves emotional elements to connect with people, to keep people watching her. So, yeah, I see you, Foodie. I see what you're up to. Inviting your Beezers to name the kitten because you want them to get attached. Using the kitten as a tool to keep them giving you money. I see you all the way over here, girl. Tweety says, a portable bidet, she announces with glee, followed by, let's see how long the nozzle is. Is it a better reach? Why a portable bidet? A weekend bag. I have a feeling this season is going to be lit. Yeah, she's already planning on going somewhere and she just got back. Wouldn't it be smarter for her just to stay in place and get her home established? But she's already planning on going somewhere. Gee, I wonder where, and I wonder to who. Tweety says, you can't tell me that she isn't either on the prowl or already talking to some broke beach on Tinder. She is making too much of an effort for her lazy self. She bought a wig and got dolled up just for funsies. I don't think so. Yeah, I bet I know who that's for. I really do. I bet I know who that's for. It's all for a certain somebody that we already know. Debbie's World says she's been unbelievably stoned for the last 2 days. Well, this is just the beginning, girl world. We're going to see more of that and worse. Shenanigans says Chantal can't find her cat in her apartment. And instead of looking for her, she decided to go live, showing us a hall full of unnecessary stuff and play with her balding hair. Yeah, because of course she did. Of course she did, because when she's too high, she's basically, in a puddle of her own laziness. Enigma 2025 says this is why she doesn't have a cat. And she's using this to anger the community because she knows if she got another cat, people would be outraged. She knows what she's doing. This is the third time she's pretended not to know where the cat is. Yep, she's already poking at the community. Be concerned, y'all. I don't know where the cat is. I left the window open. Chantal, we're tired. Do you not understand that? We are tired of being angry and mad over the same issues. We are tired of just being stressed out with the concern. You've given us rage fatigue. Girl, quit it. Stop it all. Let's watch the clip, though.
I don't know places, but...
And another thing. You know what happens when people get tired, Chantal? When they get fed up with being fatigued, they stop watching. And is that what you really want? You want people to stop watching because they just get so stressed out they blow a circuit. Right now, you need all the views. So if I were you, I would stop poking so hard.
Where's the cat? I want you to return the rental car. I need a scooter. to go like places, but
She ain't going to get that scooter. If she gets any money towards a scooter, it's going to go for Nashies and it's going to go for the green products because clearly she's doing too much.
where's the cat?
And Chantal, you're stupid. I'm listening to you right now. I can hear the echo in that apartment, which means it's mostly empty. Finding the kitten should be a breeze, if the kitten's even there. There's not many places to look.
You...
I mean, stop playing. Okay, what do we got here? And in the place that she's in is not that big. What is she in, like a 1 or 2 bedroom? Like, how many rooms would she have to search to find the kitten? If the kitten's even there. It's not a big place, so why would it be a thing that you don't know where the kitten's at? Debbie's World says, yeah, you would think if you had closed any doors that all that there would be at the living room kitchen. So where is the kitten? Why was she not able to just keep it in a small area for the time being when she brought it in the apartment? Where the heck is the kitten? Yeah, again, she's trying to worry us, guys. She's trying to make us concerned. We don't even know if the kitten's really there. She's just making it up to get extra views. I'm not going to believe the kitten's there until I actually see it. Enigma 2025 says she claims she got the cat and rescued it from a bad situation and is hiding. Hiding where? She has nothing in the place for a cat to hide under because you can hear her echoing. The place is empty. She didn't bother taking it to the vet and is already neglecting care for it. And there's another disturbing factor. So Foodie keeps changing her story. First, she said the kitten was so young that it could not be fixed yet. Now she's claiming that kitten is 4 months old. 4 months old is not exactly a newborn kitten. That's an age where it can be taken to the vet and fixed, I believe. But let's watch the clip.
The cat room.
Like if she got a kitten that's 4 months old, within a couple of months, it's going to start going into heat.
Her and her brother and sister, as soon as they saw us, they were huddled together. Like her pupils were super dilated. She was super terrified. And they were in like a cage. I don't know. So I was like, oh.
And it's just like you, Chantal, to separate a bonded pair of kittens. Where somebody else who had a heart would say, you know what, this is a bonded pair. Maybe I should adopt them both. I'm glad that you didn't get 2 cats. And if you got 1 cat, that's bad enough, but 2? But only you would see something like a bonded pair and say, I'm going to separate them.
And I was like, they're all terrified. Like, what's wrong with them, you know? Kind of like giving them shit.
Maybe they didn't like your energy. Cats, animals can pick up on people's energy. You've got bad energy. You've got major bad energy. And they felt that from you and said, oh, heck no, I don't want nothing to do with her.
So anyways, she's like, oh, she just needs a couple of, it wasn't a breeder. It was somebody just like, you know, online saying that their cats had kittens and then they had to get rid of them. They couldn't keep them all. For like 20, 30 bucks or something each.
And you know what, Foodie, since you paid such a cheap price for that baby, if you even do have it, you're probably not going to value it. You won't. You'll look at it as being disposable.
So, yeah, she was really petrified. So I'm like,
your thinking was, I'm going to pay $20, $25 for this kitten, and I hope to make $2,000 with it. It was a money investment.
Like, you know what? I'm going to give her a better home. And so I went to the pet store. I don't even want to tell you how much it costs.
Really? You went to the pet store and you got supplies for the kitten. Let's see them. I want proof. Show us the supplies. You know what, Foodie, and all the hauls that you did back at Crack at Olympic's house, the Canadian Villa, never once did I see you do a pet haul where you went to the pet store and you showed off the pet supplies, like months of cat food and cat litter and toys and little places for them to hide. Nothing. Don't talk to me about I spent $300 at the pet store. Show us what you bought. Otherwise, I will not believe you.
I don't know if it was like $300 for all of her stuff.
Where is it at? Why don't you, instead of showing us your show and tell items, which make no sense, show us the pet supplies. Where's the cat toys? Where's the cat food? Where's the cat litter? Where's the cat litter box? Show what you got.
And so I got her a really cozy bed.
And another thing, something for you, Chantal, experienced cat mama over here. It's just a thing. You could buy toys and a bed for a cat, but a cat decides what they want to play with and where they want to sleep. A lot of times the cats want to sleep on your bed or on you. You may buy them a bed, but it doesn't guarantee they're going to use the bed, especially if they're in a location where they feel exposed. They like enclosed things. They like boxes. They like pet beds that are covered because then they feel much more safe. An exposed bed for a small kitten, they don't feel safe. Ron says, tell us you are nasty without telling us you are nasty. So, yep, there's the Vagisil. There's the Vagisil. We're back on the Vagisil. Kelly says, did Foodie Beauty just tell us where she lives? Let's watch.
In this city, you have to friggin' in Canada now or in Ontario.
She's already telling on herself. People are going to find out where she lives, and she's going to blame Girl World or the farmers and say, they were looking for me. No, you're telling on yourself. Shenanigan says, we got a real hair reveal. So that's her real hair. It is what it is. She did mention that she might shave her head again. I don't think that's a bad decision. Okay, here's a tweet from Love Drop saying, yes, you will rise from the ashes, but the burning comes first. For this part, darling, you must be brave. And that's a quote from Kaylin Dion. I love that. You'll rise from the ashes, but you got to burn first. And here's something else that's going on in Canada. Malarkey Meter says, I wouldn't expect any outdoor activities from Chantal tonight. We're experiencing intense rain and winds, the remnants of Hurricane Melissa. Halloween is ruined this year due to her and bad weather, in that order. So I didn't know that that could affect Canada. You learn something new every day. Florida Salt and Sass says she needs money to donate for even the basics to live, and now has another cat she cannot afford to take care of. She also doesn't have a errand runner that can take it for what little care she feels like giving Salah would. And here's a little palate cleanser to finish this off from Iris Serafina. Shortly after giving birth, this mama is already defending her baby. So let me explain what's happening here. The mare just gave birth to her foal. Now, the two horses you see in the back, they're just a couple of Mustangs, a couple of males showing off for the female. And the female's like, get away from my baby, you two idiots. Like, they're playing way too close to the baby, and mama's just being very protective of the baby. And she's giving kicks to the stallions to say, get lost. I'm interested in my baby, not you. But they're clearly showing off for the female to impress her. And she's like, I don't care. Get away. All right, so that's it for the Twitter peeps. So let's go on to her live stream. And again, I'm going to be fast forwarding through a lot of this. I'm probably not even going to get the first, like the last part of it, because she takes her vape, and then she gets more and more high. But let's sit in for a little bit of this and see what she's doing. Oh, hold on.
Hey, everybody. Why am I wearing lipstick? Thank you, Shamrocks. Hi, Bear. Who did I miss?
Ooh. Oh my God. We're starting out the live stream, and even before we get 5 minutes in, you can tell she's high. Her eyes are glassy, glassy. Girl, Chantal, why can't you save getting high for after your live streams? I mean, you're only on for an hour or two. You can't wait an hour or two before you get stupid high.
Oh my gosh, I missed everybody. Blushy, Ristana, Lazy, Vanna, October Rose, Laura, Freddie, Kimby, Kayla, thank you, Gossip, a lot of bit of love, Miss Hanky, Kristen, Gulabi, Lovely, Golden, Christy, Super Chat, Liv. Yeah, I'm in my apartment.
Yeah, and it sounds empty, so why can't you find the cat?
Peace came to help me. So
It sounds really empty.
I'm the reason that he's not able to go live. I apologize.
Yeah, so Pete's wanted to go live last night and Foodie's going live. So I've heard talk that Pete's will probably be moving in with Chantal. I don't know if that's going to be the case. I don't know if he's going to be holding off or it's going to happen immediately. But can you imagine if they did live together? When would he be able to go live? Foodie's got to make a lot of money to catch herself up. She's going to be dominating all of the time in the house. And probably going to be like, Pete, I'm going live, so he can't go live. So he wanted to do a live, and she decided to go live, so he can't go live.
Really cool, Abby. Thank you, Bear. Do you think it looks okay? It was only $30. Okay, why am I lagging a bit? From the side? Does it look okay from the side? It's kinda. Annie. Oh, I named the cat Annie. Hey, Pamela. Hey, Sandy. Thank you.
Now, I was confused. People were freaking out about the name Annie. And I'm like, what is the big deal about the name Annie? And it's part of FFG's name. He was saying, it's not a good idea for you to name the cat Annie. For some reason, she wanted to name the cat Annie, and people were freaking out. I'm like, what's wrong? And then I found, I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah. I'm super happy to be back. So I'm in my apartment, I have the AC on, going full blast. Hey, Cindy Ann. Everybody I missed. Thanks, Barb. I don't know. I'm gonna hide my chin with turtleneck. No, I'm kidding. I'm gonna rock my chin. Hello. If you join my memberships, you get a special ready set. Please. She's hiding. She's petrified. Like, I think I rescued her from a bad situation or something. I don't know.
And that's something else, Chantal. You said, I want to get a kitten. You called it a rebound kitten. Shouldn't you be spending some time acquainting yourself with the kitten, petting the kitten, letting her know that she's safe, that the environment is safe, rather than just come online and let her be scared all night?
I don't want to imply like animal abuse, but okay, when I got there, it wasn't what I was expecting. There was a dad cat, a mom cat, and there was a huge cage. I look mad. No, I'm not mad. Thanks for the super chat. I'm very tired. Like, just yesterday, I just came back from a 30-hour arduous trip.
I don't believe that. I really don't believe that she literally just got back. I think she's been in Canada for at least 3 or 4 days before she came online.
Now I'm like, I moved into my place today.
And I'm predicting something right now. I don't think Chantal's going to be in that apartment for more than a month or two. Just because she's back in Canada. Clearly, she's spending a lot of money frivolously on stupid things. She's going to run out of money real fast. And the faster she runs out of money, the more she's going to be grifting. And like I said, there's going to be a point where the Beezers are going to say, Chantal, we can't give you any more money. And she's going to go flat broke and have to move out.
So I went in the room, the cat room. Her and her brother and sister, as soon as they saw us, they were huddled together. Like, her pupils were super dilated. She was super terrified. And they were in like a cage. I don't know. So I was like, oh. And I was like, they're all terrified. Like, what's wrong with them, you know? Kind of like giving them shit. So anyways, she's like, oh, she just needs a couple of, it wasn't a breeder. It was somebody just like, you know, online saying that their cats had kittens and then they had to get rid of them. They couldn't keep them all for like 20, 30 bucks or something each. So yeah, she was really petrified. So I'm like, you know what? I'm going to give her a better home. And so I went to the...
Now, you weren't about giving her a better home, though. You got the kitten strictly for monetary reasons. Wanting to find a way to bring more viewers to your channel and give the appearance that you actually care about animals. And you're going to use the kitten as a selling point. And also as a way to bond closer to your Beezers. You want them so emotionally invested in this animal that you're allowing them to choose the name of the kitten so that it almost feels like their pet when it's your pet. And therefore, you're going to make the responsibility of caring for that animal be put on them also, rather than you being a proper owner and taking care of your pet's needs.
Pet store. So I don't even want to tell you how much it cost. I don't know if it was like $300 for all of her stuff.
Show the stuff or I don't believe you.
And so I got her a really cozy bed, a carrier, cute dishes for food, treats, really good quality food. So, yeah. So, when I got her here, I set up a little space in my room for her, like in the closet where she'll be, like with the door open ajar, but she needs somewhere to hide. I have no idea where she is. She's hiding. So she was in the cage still when I went to bring Pete home. And I thought, I'm just going to let her like come out of the cage on her own. Like, you don't want to harass them when they're scared. So when I came home, she wasn't in the cage anymore. And I noticed her litter had little paw prints in it. So she's probably explored and she's probably found. Cats are very good at hiding. Like, they will hide and you will not find them.
This is true. Especially the smaller they are, the harder they are to find.
If they don't want to be found. She doesn't have worms. That's what I'm going to do.
You don't know that. You don't know if the cat has worms. You don't know what's going on with the kitten because as soon as you got the kitten, you didn't take her to the vet to get checked. And if somebody is selling a kitten for 20, 30 bucks, they didn't check either. You're not getting the kitten vaccinated with all the tests done, deworming, all of that. You just want a cheap cat.
I'm just going to give her time, you know? So, my mom was awake from her coma. I didn't know your mom was in a coma. Oh my gosh. I'm glad she's awake and going home though, Bear. That's great news. Here, X-Man. Don't let her explode too hard. Hey, Jill.
Would y'all mind if I speed her up just a bit? Like, she is under the doggone influence. Let's speed her up ever so slightly. Or we're going to be here all day.
I always let my cats live with me if they want to, but most of the time they don't. Don't know why. This wig looks fake and it's itchy. I feel like just taking off my... If you want to see my hair, go back to my live. Have we had a nashi today? No.
Not yet.
You know what I did have today? What did I eat? Okay, so I had a 6-inch sub. Hey, Megan. Hi, John.
And she turns the camera off so she can do a hit off of her vape. She's very concerned about doing stuff on camera and YouTube slapping her on the bottom.
Okay.
Like, we know what you're doing, Chantal. It's obvious.
What else? Well, I have some things to show you guys.
Yep, she's taking a hit off of it. I can hear you. You're taking a hit off that vape.
Oh, yeah, I remember, Bear.
Cowpat says, are you going to get high every day? Yes. Yes, she is. Because she can. And because you guys over there are giving her money. And that's what she's using it on. And that's what I said she would do. And she's doing it. So who's a liar now?
Oh, that's awesome. She's home for Halloween. I'm so happy to hear that. Bless your mom. How is the quality? Good? Okay. Thanks, Ryan and Larry. Am I in new apartment? Yes. Okay, I have Welcome to Dairy app, Bear. Is it lagging? Is it really lagging? But
And she took the wig off.
or get a hair transplant or something. Don't tie it up anymore. Why? Anyways, who cares? I'm bald, whatever. It is what it is, right? I'd rather be comfortable. I'm gonna throw this on the ground.
Oh, that's nice. She gets a new wig and it goes on the ground. Very Chantal coded. Buy a new wig and throw it on the ground.
All right. So I got some like fall crafts.
Oh boy, here comes a show and tell.
I got this first thing here.
Nobody cares. No one cares. Why is this content? Why are you making it into content? Why do people need to see your decor?
This was a gift. Fall is in the air. Or both the acorn. I had to glue an acorn back on it. It's like an overnight bag because I'm going to be going overnight.
Where? Where are you going? You just got back to Canada. You got to set up your life. You got to start doing content. Shouldn't that be your priority? You're coming back to Canada and you're grifting money from people, and you really need to wean yourself off of that. Really wean yourself off of that. If you were dedicated to good content, you'd say, no overnight bag, no going anywhere. Maybe I need to sit my butt down and do some quality content and start making money so I can stop asking money from other people.
One of these days, I got, this is an Amazon haul, by the way. Hey, Melly! I was thinking of you on the way home. I was like, oh my gosh, Melly tomorrow. Good luck, Melly. Please update us, okay? What should I name her?
Yep, there we go. What should I name her, guys? Get invested in a pet that's not even yours. I want you emotionally invested. I want you to get attached to this cat because then you'll give me more money. And there'll be new viewers that come to my channel who are animal lovers, and they'll get emotionally concerned and invested, and they'll send money too. I can also use the kitten as a selling point that if I run out of money and I feel like I'm going to be homeless, I can use the cat to kind of get people to send money because they don't want to see the cat on the street. I see you.
Audrey. I don't know. I don't like any names. Lucifer. It's not extra long. Bullshit, my ass.
And don't think that I didn't forget what you did before, Foodie. Then you were at the Canadian Villa. There was a time when there was a huge storm in your area. And the power went out. It didn't go out that long, though. But you did a community post saying, "We cry for food and shelter." And you put your PayPal link and you were saying that you and Pete's and BBJ and Sam had to go to a motel for the night when you didn't have to go anywhere. Y'all were perfectly safe where you were at. But you put your PayPal up, and as soon as your PayPal was up, you were on your way to go see Natter because you want to go party with him. So you tried to use the whole thing of, oh, Pizza, me and the cats have to go to a motel when you didn't have to go anyplace.
How do you use this? Just like, wait a minute. Why is there like a dent in the nozzle? Portable bidet. Oh yeah, I got some Glamnetic fake nail.
Fake nails, not needed.
Fake nails. Some nail glue. Some cute little glue. Name the cat blue color.
And I wonder who she's getting these fake nails for. I wonder who she's getting the wig for, the portable bidet for, the overnight bag for. Sounds like she's going to go see somebody, doesn't it? Let me get the wig. Let me get the nails. Let me get the bag. Let me get the bidet. Let me get the Vagisil. This is all stuff for a trip to go see someone.
Nor.
Nothing for the house, though. No buying of dishes, no buying of forks, no buying of house essential things. This is all stuff for a trip.
I don't know what to name her. A hairbrush, which I desperately need. Hair fibers.
And again, who cares about the hair fibers?
Hey, me. The bag comes with a thing. I got some hair trick. Let me test it out. Smells good. I need to thicken my hair up. Top is baldy.
And I don't know if you know about this, Foodie, but the things you're showing off the camera right now, you are telling on yourself. Because they all seem to be related. You know, you went on a little shopping trip for a purpose. And you got certain stuff. And it's all related to a trip.
Ready? Hi, everybody. You're Alice Shabib. How about let's not say we did? I got 2 of those. No, the cat's hiding Melly.
Like, this is all stuff she's going to pack in her bag.
So between a bidet and Cottonelle wipes.
Why isn't she buying any food? She just went out shopping. Why didn't she get any food? Why is there no essential food for the house? Why no food?
I set up my bed. The floor mattress is actually pretty comfy. It's like memory foam. Dove hair serum. I heard about the hair, skin, and nails thing.
Laura Stevenson says, why didn't you get the bidet that attaches to your toilet? Yeah, that would be the smarter option. But she didn't do that. She got a portable bidet because that's what you need when you travel.
Little bit. Aw. Hades. Is that a man or a woman? Name her Julia too. What about Sammy? This is buttercream vanilla cake, hemp's cream. Let's try it out. $38 bidet? I should, eh, Melly? Smells good. Smells like, you know. Oh, it's bald here. I put hair fibers usually. Tattoo my scalp? Nah.
And turning off the camera again to do that, babe. Yep. There it is.
She's 4 months old.
4 months old. That means you can take her to the vet and get her fixed so she doesn't go into heat. She should be going into heat very, very soon.
No idea. Super chat.
You know what? Let me just look that up really quick. Let me see. Okay, at what age do cats go into heat? Most cats start going into heat at 5 to 9 months of age. So she's saying that the cat is 4 months right now. So in 30 days, she might start going into heat. It all depends on the cat, but yeah. So she needs to get the cat fixed now to prevent it from going into heat.
Probably hormonal. If I'd have to guess anything. It looks better than it did before? Really? I find it looks worse. Because of the, you know. Can take care of a cat in her sleep. I don't think I'm going to dress up for Halloween, but I might go.
Joanna Cody says, what the heck? You have to get high to take care of a kitten? Stupid.
Check out Spirit Halloween and see if they have any like bargains. I heard Pennington's is having a big sale on their fall stuff. But I needed a body cream so bad. It's so dry.
Oh
in
God,
Canada.
are we going to be babbling? Come back on camera and talk.
Extra care into gaining her trust and making her feel safe.
And how are you going to gain her trust if you could be spending time with her right now and you're not? You got the stupid camera on for no random reason.
I have the AC on 16 and the window open and I'm still hot right now. Menopause.
And another thing, Foodie. Cats get cold. They like warmth. And when you were in Kuwait, you kept the temperature down, down, down. I'm sure Julia wasn't too happy about the freezing temperature. Are you going to provide somewhere where the cat can stay warm? I don't think you will. And it's a baby. It needs some heat, kind of heat. You tend to run hot, so you put the AC down to polar bear level. That poor baby's going to freeze.
The treat bag, I put a churro in the cage, like to get her to come out, but she didn't do. Oh no, this is a new one. She didn't do it. So I left to drop off Pete's. Oh my God, something was wrong with Pete's today. He was really sick, eh? Like I picked him up to come help me like lift some boxes like from stuff I ordered. And we both did it together. I didn't make him do everything. He put this chair together though, this like 500-pound capacity chair. And he, thank you, Nidal. Yeah, but on the way up.
And you know what? And let's keep in mind that she's saying all this stuff that she got, but she's never going to show the apartment. So there's no proof that she's telling the truth. She could easily lie and say that she's got a $10 million bed made of gold in her bedroom. And how are we going to know? Because we're never going to see it. All we're ever going to see is a blank wall behind her. But she can talk about all this stuff that she allegedly has in her apartment. But where's the proof?
He was like, man, I'm going to be glad to get out of the car. And I was like, look at this little bald. See? So, and then he's like, I'm not feeling too good. And I was like, oh, do you want to take a break? I can pull over, like don't spew in the car. So then he's like, yeah, maybe I better. So then I pulled over. And
I find it kind of rude, Chantal, that you're telling Pete's his business. Like you're going into detail when you don't have to go into detail. You could easily say he wasn't feeling well and leave it at that. But you're going to go into detail about he got physically ill, and that is so not needed.
He got out. He didn't get sick. Like, I had to pull over twice because he thought he was going to be sick. Hey, macabre gypsy. Yeah, that's okay. Don't ever apologize. It's nice to see you guys. So then, hey, counterfeit. He was allergic to being outside. So anyways, he was really tired. Like, he's not a morning person. So we did everything we had to do.
And I might be, shut up, Chantal. I might be reaching here, but I don't know what's wrong with Pete. I don't know what might have been making him ill, but something of note. Pete used to spend time around Chantal, right? They live together. And she's got some nasty, nasty energy. And when you are around someone with really nasty energy, it can physically affect you. Like you pick up on their energy. He's been away from Chantal for quite a while. And she's coming home, and I'm sure her energy is 10 times worse. So I don't know if that physically affected him, like just being exposed to her energy again, but it's a possibility.
I took him out for dinner for helping me. And we went to the Works Burger Bistro. Oh my God, I had the best burger ever. That made him feel a bit better. But he ordered a giant, he's really car sick. Yeah, he gets motion sick. So he got a giant.
That's funny. Whenever I saw the two of you out together, he seemed fine. Like I remember the two of you going to do putt-putt golf, and you would show him in the car with you. He seemed fine. I never saw him get car sick.
Strawberry milkshake. Better than Nashi? No. He got a giant strawberry milkshake, and I said, you better not do that. Johanna Cody, Foodie, I'm so fucking happy you're back. I've been waiting for this day.
I don't believe that. I don't believe you stopped him from eating. You weren't acting like his mom and saying, don't eat that. I don't believe that.
I'm a longtime silent watcher. I've missed this version of you. Thank you so much. I appreciate you, Johanna. 137 sock account. I've been 6'2". I puked and then had stomach trouble for several days. Ooh, salamat. I hope you get better. Thanks for the super chat. That's not fun. Nina, yeah, that's nice. Yeah, he's a really nice person, you know, so. After hysterectomy, really? I've been losing hair for a long time. So then I said, don't do that. You don't feel good. And then you're going to puke on the way home. No, I won't. Sure enough, he puked on the way home. Poor Fee. Thank you, guys. So he said, is it blurry or is it just me? Everything's so blurry. There's nothing left that's real. Puddle of chud. Look like it's 60s. Who can remind me when I'm not online that to unblock people? I don't have a garbage can, no. I don't have a garbage can.
So let's just stop right here. I'm already halfway falling asleep watching this. Question for you, Chantal. Do you think that this kind of content is going to make you money? That if you keep doing streams like this where you're not showing anything, you're not doing anything exciting, you're coming on camera high as balls, visibly intoxicated, speaking at, like half speed, this is going to get the job done? Because I don't think so. I think you initially made views because people were anticipating you being back. The Beezers were excited. And that's why you got 25K views. But if every live stream looks like this, people are going to get less and less interested. There's going to be a lot of disappointment with your Beezers. They're going to be looking at you going, every live stream looks and sounds the exact same. All she's doing is getting high and talking about nothing. And they're not going to watch anymore. And you can't expect the reaction channels to keep you entertaining. I mean, you got to give us something to work with over here. Come on now. I'm not saying you have to be high as balls and mad and raging to do that, but you got to find something. You got to. I knew this was going to happen, y'all. I knew that if she came back to Canada, this is the kind of content that she would give people. It's about noticing patterns. Chantal has patterns. I knew she'd come back to Canada and be a boring mess until she started losing enough money and she knew that she'd have to do something. For Foodie to be motivated, fear has to be part of the picture. She's got to be afraid of something, or her back has to be against the wall to where she's like, uh-oh, I don't have any money and I'm nearly broke. Fear is a great motivator for her. She doesn't know how to motivate herself without fear. There has to be a fear of losing something for her to get off her butt and do something like it's the 11th hour, 4th down on the football field, seconds left on the clock. Then she'll get up off the bench and do something.
I don't have a pot to piss in. Oh no, I do have a pot. My freezer, hey Robert, is really crazy because I put a bottle of water in there and in like 10, 15 minutes it was frozen. Like 20 minutes even. Yeah.
Foodie, nobody cares about your decor. Nobody cares about your freezer. You said that you had a lot to say when you were in Syria and also in Kuwait. And you also said that you were going to come back to Canada and speak your mind, that you had more freedom to speak. You've not spoken yet. Why is that? You're not talking. You got the power to talk. Why aren't you talking?
He's not, imagine his only source of nutrition, like, never eats any fruits or vegetables ever.
Shut up.
I said that. This brush was only $7.
Who cares?
Maybe I'll return this. I'm just joking.
This isn't really content. This is just you rambling and running up the meter, trying to make the stream last an hour. How is it, Chantal? Oh, and look who's in the chat, by the way. Anime. Oh, anime. Wow. Anime is saying, happy this stupid freaking piece of cloth is off your head. Yikes. But Anime is back in her chat. Anime has not been blocked. Anime has resurfaced. But what was I going to say? Oh, yeah. How is it, Chantal, that I'm a much smaller channel than you? And I make far less than you? And I can do a tarot live? And I can talk for at least 2 or 3 hours with no problem. Yet you're a bigger channel than I. And you've been on YouTube longer than I. And you have trouble even making hours worth of interesting conversation.
I hate returning. Oh, Box Mountain is accumulating again. So happy, thank you. Excuse me. It's not a stupid piece of cloth. It's not. I like the name Kiki. The highest taxes, really? Shoot, Miss Hellraiser. Vancouver sounds crazy. Get a twisty miss. I'm gold. You can't.
Chantal, I'm going to tell you right now, if all of your streams are like this, I'm probably going to be skipping a few. If all it is rambling for the sake of myself, not wasting my time, and for the sake of my subbies, not wasting their time and not boring them to death, I will skip it.
Can't beat them, join them. The definition of beeson. How do we define beeson, guys? set up a private thing because people ask me to too. They're like, you know, that's what every grifter says. I know. What the fuck? I gotta get my widow's peak. Wait. What the fuck?
I recognize those. Those are her hair fibers. And once again, those hair fibers are not cheap. They're rather expensive. More stuff that she did not have to spend her money on.
This can't be a real thing. Can I make it look like baby hairs? Nioxin? I tried Nioxin, it didn't do anything for me. But I don't think I tried it long enough. Don't shave your sideburns, that's what I do, pause. See? They're like all growing in, but they're white. Like I need a hairstyle. Remember I got my hair done once? And it was really nice with the foils. I didn't realize how much noise there was in the background there. He helped me. These are cute, huh?
Silver says you need to buy necessities. Then you can buy crap with your own money. Correct. If she's asking for other people's money, she doesn't need to be buying junk.
He helped me get a bonnet. Really? I want to get Glinda costume. You can get some banger nails on Amazon. Really? Don't have a pot. Yeah, it came with a buffer, but I don't have an electric drill buffer. I don't know what breed she is. She's like Abominable Pete's. She's like white-ish, beige-ish color, like white, but with like beige around. She looks almost Himalayan or something. Like she's, I think part Himalayan, part Savannah. She's like white and has blue eyes. And like, looks like seal point markings. If it's a slime or Christmas. I think Christmas because there's a bow. I just like the color. And I really don't have much drinkware.
You know what? I'm making an executive decision. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm falling asleep to her. Pulling teeth is less painful. We're done here. Y'all get the gist of what was happening in this live stream. We don't need to go any further. I mean, why have a long react if there's nothing spicy in the picture? Nope, we're done. Hope you guys have enjoyed the react for what it is. If so, like and subscribe and leave a comment. Thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Until then, take care of yourselves and each other. Bye.